Not long ago, I found myself speaking Chinese at an Alliance church in Honolulu. It was through an interpreter, of course. Someone once told me that mother-in-law jokes translate into any language, and it's true. Boy, did they laugh. After they cleaned me out of books, they served me some incredible food for lunch. If there's one thing that I love almost as much as Chinese people, it's their food. It's awesome. Our kids love it too. We used to pack them into our old Ford and shuttle them down to Hong Kong House Restaurant, where I said, if you want me to pay, you must eat chopsticks. Not eat chopsticks, you must use chopsticks. It took them an hour to eat a teaspoon of rice, but it was worth it. When the waitress brought out 5 plastic-wrapped cookies, we broke them open to find a little treasure inside, a tiny piece of paper with a cryptic message. We laughed as we read things like, your happiness is in a tree, or follow the monkey with a flashlight. Random, mysterious stuff. Here are a few of my absolute favorite messages that have been found in fortune cookies. The fortune you seek is in another cookie. Help, I'm being held prisoner in a Chinese bakery. You are not illiterate. That makes perfect sense when you're reading something. Alas, the onion you are eating is someone else's water lily. About time I got out of that cookie. That's another one. I love it. Something wonderful is about to happen.
Is that actually one?
Yeah, that's an actual fortune cookie. A foolish man listens to his heart. A wise man listens to cookies. A good way to stay healthy is to eat more Chinese food. Ah, yeah, and here's one of my favorites. You'll be hungry again in 1 hour. George Roper was a lover of Chinese food too. After each meal, he enjoyed peeling open the fortune cookie to laugh at the messages, and he needed the laughter. 5.5 years of service in the Second World War had left George with deep emotional scars and a back injury that reminded him each day of his service and his sacrifice. He could have drowned his pain with alcohol like many of his friends or shut himself away. Instead, with the support of his wife and a strong faith in Jesus, George spent countless hours helping out in his community. And through it all, he never lost his love for Chinese food. Just before their 72nd anniversary, George's wife passed away. Again, George was faced with the choice. Should he retreat into a chasm of pain and loss? But instead, he focused on God's promises, and he loved to joke around with nursing home staff. 2 years to the week after his wife passed away, George's daughter Mary visited and ordered in, what else? Some Chinese food. And after supper was finished, they cracked open their cookies. Now, if you've opened as many fortune cookies as I have, you're aware that your chance of finding a meaningful message inside is right around 0. But when George unrolled the note, he was stunned. It read, "May God hold you in the palm of his hand." George passed away 2 weeks later, 1 day shy of his 99th birthday. But in those final days, God found an unusual messenger to tell George that he was loved and he was not forgotten. A fortune cookie is an odd and unexpected messenger, but what a gift it was. Psalm 19 tells us that the heavens declare the glory of God and the sky above proclaims his handiwork. If you haven't heard God speaking lately, try getting quiet and listening just a little bit closer. All of creation speaks forth the wonder of our God and his loving care for people like you, people like me. You'll hear him in a sunset, a starry sky, maybe even a fortune cookie. Speaking of which, I enjoyed one of my favorites not long ago, Kung Pao chicken. When I unrolled the piece of paper in my cookie, the message said, "That wasn't chicken. I don't think I'm going to be eating there again anytime soon." You want to help make stories of hope and joy available around the world? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video today.